everybody. Rob here to do a very large update. I'm just going to try to go through it as fast as I can. I'm not going to, I don't know. I'm just going to go whatever happens, happen. If it's 30 minutes or 45 minutes, I'm sorry, whatever. Can't help it. Got a lot of stuff in this past week, so I kind of doubled up. But anyway, here we go. Let's get into this so I'm not sitting here talking for 20 minutes. A couple CDs first. Testament's new one. Oh my God, I already forgot. Titans of Creation. I just bought the CD. I got vinyl, but figured I want the CD too because I got the box set, but I want to kind of leave that CD with it, and this is kind of to have for car and stuff like that. So I got that. I mean, no big deal there, right? And move some stuff around here. Shit. Got no room here. All right. Next is the second album from a band called One Desire. Very AOR, melodic hard rock. The singer, I think it's just him, is from a band called Finnish band. This is a Finnish band as well, called Sturm on Drang, something like that. Their albums are really good too. They're in English, they just have a Finnish name. But this is called One Desire, Midnight Empire, correct? Yeah. Very good AOR. You know, the Frontiers, they put out quality AOR, hard rock stuff, metal, you know, melodic metal stuff. So, really good album. Probably, it sounds a lot like his original band, so it's not like a big departure from what he used to do. Next is a band called DiBenedetto. Now, Barry, the guy you see here, if he's originally from Philadelphia. He actually did a couple of the solos and some guitar work for Cinderella's first album, Night Songs. So he actually played a lot of it on there. So this is kind of like Evanescence. It's pretty cut and dry, 14-song CD. I think they're based out of Nashville now. But the girl, her name's Shimmer something, can really, really sing. I think there may be too many songs on this. 14 songs is a lot, and the last 4 are kind of almost filler, but still, I really enjoy the album. When I play it, it goes for a couple of times around. This is also a brand new release. Very Evanescence, hard rock-ish. Next is a band out of Texas, I believe. And this is their first full-length album. The band is called Tulip. The name's not very good, but they are very, very good. This will definitely make my top 20. Whoops. What's it called? Night something. Oh, High Strangeness. If you like bands like Delane, they kind of got that symphonic metal, but almost that sci-fi metal too. Kind of like bands like Divine Ascension, like that. But she is an opera singer originally. Oh, that's her there. I think it's Ashley something, Semke or something like that. But the woman can really, really sing. It's a digipack. This CD is phenomenal. I would highly recommend it to anybody. Again, if you like symphonic metal, but not over the top, there is no actual like operatic singing in here. It's just her singing with her, I guess you'd say, normal hard rock symphonic metal voice. There's a song on here called Theater of the Dead. It's just phenomenal. It's probably one of my favorite songs of the year so far. Again, I'll try to link some of this, but I always forget to do that. This is a 2020 release. Just phenomenal, phenomenal release. There's some, you know, a lot of bands have been doing a lot of stuff from, you know, kind of at home kind of things. and she sat down and just played like a keyboard or a piano and sung one of those songs. Just amazing. Highly recommend this band. It's called Tulip, like the flower, and Strangeness is the album. Definitely will be up there. All right, next is like a cross. This band is a Canadian band out of Toronto, Hamilton. Yeah, Toronto. The band's called Farro. Kind of just, these both are EPs. I can't remember which one's which. I can't really read that. I can't remember. One's from 2018, one's from 2020. Both EPs, 5 songs each. One has an intro, so 4 songs. Killer death melodic metal. She sings in the Arch Enemy style, the Agonist style, and then she has a really clean voice that's really good too. Kind of like, you know, not Arch Enemy, I just said the band. The Agonist, where they'll sing really harsh, and then she'll go to like just a nice, I don't mean it this way, but a girly kind of voice where it's clean and sounds kick-ass. Great stuff. Highly recommend these guys. You can get them on Bandcamp. I think they're like $7 a pop. Well worth it. Actually, I screwed up and bought the damn digital downloads, which I didn't mean to do. And I actually talked to them, and they, well, I kind of did half and half. I bought 1 CD and 1 digital, which I didn't mean to do. And I kind of told him, I think I screwed up and I think I bought one of the digital. And he's like, well, just, what do you say? Just buy the other digital, and then I'll send you the other CD as well. So I just did that. I didn't care about the digital, but so I got them both. Highly recommend this band. If you like Arch Enemy, The Agonist. There's one other band that they remind me of on the softer side. I can't think of it. Some killer artwork too. Farro. It's a lot of CDs for me to have. I got a bunch of other ones that are delayed, but all right, let's get into the new albums first. First, this one I got from Matthew Hunt. He is the owner, operator, I think, of, well, he is, Retroactive Records. And I'm not sure, but I think he runs Boons, maybe? I don't recall. Anyway, he's Retroactive issue label, and he sent me this gift, which was kind as hell for him to do, because these albums are expensive, and there's a couple I bought, but I just couldn't get them all. It's just too much money for albums. But this band's called Paradox, and this is Ruler. First time on vinyl, I think. Just phenomenal album. It's pricey, but highly recommend this. If you like the first album by Guardian, I hear a lot of what's his name, Paul Crawley in this, but it's also like early Queensryche as well. That's what I'm getting out of it. I'm already at 8 minutes. This is going to be a long ass video. Brand new release. I think this is just black vinyl. I might have to break this up in 2 videos. Lyric side, band side with the story about it here. Comes with a sticker that fell on the floor. I'm not picking it up right now. Just there, and then it has the Retroactive label on the other side, and it's just on black vinyl. Big thanks, Matt. I really appreciate that. It was super kind of you to send me that. So, thank you very much. All right, I want to go through the new stuff now, and I might do a secondary video for the used stuff. It'll be easier than go and make it as a 40-minute video. All right, next is I've been cleaning out my CDs for you guys to know. I traded a shit ton of CDs in, close to or over 3,000 at this point. I traded in, or I'm sending some out to people. But I came across this CD and I was listening to it, and I'm like, man, this is so good. I generally try to keep my vinyl to metal and blues, but this one I had to get because this album both albums are so good by this band. But the band's called Miss Velvet and the Big Bad and the Blue Wolf. So hard to categorize. the woman can sing. She kind of has a Josh Stone meets Janis Joplin, which says a lot for me because Janis is one of my favorite vocalists. Funk, blues, a little jazzy, a little bit of everything in here. You know, it's just a phenomenal album, killer artwork. It's very unusual gatefold. It opens up triple, and the vinyl slides into the slot there, but I don't know if you can see that. And then back of the artwork. And then it comes on, well, I'll show you this. That's the band there. And there. The band has a second album also on vinyl. I checked for vinyl, getting to the story, and they had the vinyl and they were cheap, so I bought this one for now. Comes on a white vinyl. I'm going to show that. But great funk, blues, hard rock, soul. I mean, just a little bit of everything in this stuff. If you really, I think it's one of those bands that anybody would love. They're exciting. Highly recommend that band. I'll save that for last because it's one of my... All right, now I picked this up. I don't even know why. I'm not a big fan of the basis of this band, but this album is really good. And this is Body Count's new album, Carnivore. I am not against songs about killing cops and shit like that. I'm always confused by Ice-T because he's played a cop for, what, 20-something years or 18 years on TV. So that kind of shit pisses me off. I won't get into any politics right now, but Blue Lives Matter. And so I get a little pissed off when I hear songs about killing cops, killing anybody. I don't like gangbang stuff, talking about killing people. It's just, I just don't like it. But so it goes. And it's a gatefold, lyrics inside here. This is a independent indie release. I don't know if it's from the band or itself, but anyway, it comes with there's the sticker. Comes with a couple things here. Come on, man. It comes with the really large poster of the album. It's really heavy coated. It's got the band on one side and the album cover on the other. And it comes with this, I don't know what you would call it, kind of a fold out. It's basically thank yous, it's not lyrics. The lyrics are in the inner. But it's just a bunch of thank yous and stuff on here as well. Maybe some credits to people, I don't know. And then this version comes, there's a bunch of versions of this, but the indie version comes on a white vinyl. Kind of goes with the entire album. So I got, actually that's a really good song, the opening track, Carnivore. Probably another one of my top 10 favorite songs of 2020 so far. All right, next is, I'll just show you first. Is I don't have the OG copy of this or not, believe it or not, but it's one of the ones I'm missing from his Discogs, and that's Yngwie Malmsteen's Fire and Ice. This is the MOV reissue, only 1,000 pressed, and it is Fire and Ice. Nice looking album. The only thing I don't like, it's a double album, but it's in the single thing, and I hate that. These things tend to get bent and shit because they're really thick, and without the double gatefold, they tend to bend up. But one thing I didn't like about it, which I'm surprised from, and Malmsteen inner lyric side, it's called Fire and Ice. So one of them come on this fiery red orange, although it looks really orange on camera. You think they would make it more red. And then Ice, so it comes in the blue for the second LP. Kind of an expensive release, but it's Malmsteen, I had to have it. Some of these still have the stickers on it. This is Santa Cruz's new one. I got the shrink on it still. Sorry, I just opened this the last couple of days. Hype sticker. Great band. Their first 3 albums are killer. The last one was really good. The third one's probably my favorite right now. This one starts off kicking ass with, what's it called? Changing of Seasons. Killer song, and then Bang Bang is good. But then it kind of gets weak. It's kind of like, I mean, I'd probably give this album a 5 out of 10 versus their other albums, which I would give it 8 or more. And they do a cover of Time After Time, the Cyndi Lauper song. Ain't too bad, but just I know the whole band did a complete changeover. I think the only original is the singer guitar player, but it didn't really transfer into this album. If they did more of the first 2 songs, it would have been awesome, but just kind of felt weak on me. This won't even make my top 20 for this year. Or is this a 19? This might be a 19. It is a 19. It wouldn't matter anyway. Where are we at here? I might be able to get all this stuff in. This next is a bootleg I got, and that's a Megadeth. Live in Los Angeles, 1995. It's a radio broadcast from Westwood One. Sounds absolutely amazing. A little pricey for what it is. I'm not a big bootleg guy, but I don't mind the radio broadcast ones because they usually sound really good. And this has Holy Wars, The Punishment Due, In My Darkest Hour on side A. Side B is Sweating Bullets, Mechanics, and Symphony of Destruction. Again, sounds phenomenal. You can't even find this one on Discogs. They do list some unofficial stuff. This doesn't show up on there. This is a 2019. But sounds amazing. If you come across that, well worth to pick it up if you don't know anything about it. Next is this is Stevie Ray Vaughan's Fire Meets the Fury, what does that say? 1989. This is actually a compilation of the best. There's another boot, by the way. Fire Meets the Fury. There's 2 volumes of that. This is kind of a newer, like I said, compilation. But it has Tightrope, Look at Little Sister, Texas Flood, Leave My Girl Alone, Superstition, Cold Shot, and Voodoo Child. It sounds phenomenal. Again, it's another radio broadcast. Sounds phenomenal. Looks, it's pretty cut and dry. There's nothing special to these. Black vinyl, 180 gram. Sounds fantastic. I don't know if I showed the Megadeth vinyl, but it's on the blue thing, and it just, again, 180 gram black vinyl. Shoved in a sleeve that doesn't really fit. I will fix that in a minute. Okay. Next is one from last year that I just failed to pick up, and I came down to like 17 bucks, so I finally grabbed it. And that's Eclipse's Paradigm. Great melodic rock. I think Swedish. Again, Eric Martinson. And I don't remember the other guy. Anyway, Eric Martinson, guitar player, singer. He also plays guitar for the band Wet. He sings in another Nordic Union. He's in that band, and I think it's this guy here. The other guitar player is also from the band Wet with Jeff Scott Soto and stuff like that. But great AOR melodic hard rock. If I had this last year, it would have made my top 20. It's just that good. And I think it's some black. Yeah, it's some black vinyl. Nothing special, just the album cover. Highly recommend this album too if you come across it. And for it to show up with 17 bucks, last one left, I just grabbed it. You can't get them all, you know how it is. The list is just longer than hell. Next, this is another one. This is a very expensive album. It's usually in the 35 range, 35 range. Sons of Apollo's second album. This features Jeff Scott Soto, Derek Sherinian, Mike Portnoy, Billy Sheehan, and Bumblefoot. It's like a continuation of the first album. Just solid musically. Jeff Scott Soto, so you know the vocals are good. This dropped down to 18 bucks, which is phenomenal. It's a black vinyl, but still, lyrics are very hard to read. Again, it's on black vinyl. It's got the album cover on both sides. I think they're both the same, so. Yeah, same, and pipe sticker on that side I kept. Fold. All right, next is a reissue. I still need a lot of these, but this one, I'm gonna have to cover that because I'll probably get knocked off. This is, I think it was called Nuns Have No Fun. Oops. This is Mercyful Fate's EP, their very first from 82, right? 82, they just call it Mercyful Fate. The actual original one's called Nuns Have No Fun. It's got 4 songs. King Diamond, basically King Diamond, not Derek. Hank Sherman, Michael Denner, Tim Grobber, and the only one I don't know is Kim Rose, but the first album. And this is, I think it's out of 500, but this is the original. It's not original, it's the reprint of the original lyrics thing. And this is on Metal Blade reissue. It's on a cool gray. I think it's 500 press. Yeah, 500 press. It's like a gray marble. Nice looking. These are always really nice. The Metal Blade reissues are generally pretty good. And then last for the newer vinyl, newer stuff is, been waiting for this for a while. It took a while to get in. It went all over the damn states with all the mail issues we've had. They decided to put this out on vinyl, but my favorite CD from last year, but they put it on vinyl. That's Station's Stained Glass. Phenomenal, phenomenal album. Just, if I had this would have been my top vinyl. Matter of Time, Angel, just the whole album, everything by this band is really good. AOR, melodic rock, hair metal, new band. They started in 2015. This is their 3rd full-length album. They have 1 EP, which I cannot find, but fantastic. And they autographed all 4 members autographed it, so that's really cool. Quality of this is not very good, that much I will say. I mean, try and read that. I mean, you cannot read that label. It's so bad. It looks like it's kind of like a promo copy label, but it's not. It's so bad. And they were a little scuffy. I mean, you can see how dirty that. I played this once. You can see it came in that way. And I know these were shipped from Europe to them. It's dirty right there. That's not scratches. But they've been sitting on the side waiting for me to show. But very expensive album, but love the band. Well worth it for me. Where are we at here? 23 minutes. All right, I think I'm going to stop this here, guys, and then I'm going to start another one.